Hi, this is Ashley Victoria Robinson coming to you from the Pop Spot here at BookCon, and I am joined by someone where it's clearly not their first rodeo, Casey McQuiston.
Hello.
How has BookCon been treating you so far?
It's been amazing. Everyone has been so nice, so bookish and nerdy and wonderful. I'm having a great time.
So the fist fights will happen tomorrow.
Yeah, I think that's when they're going to drop the gloves.
So you made the mistake of telling me before we started that you have a teeny tiny little dog.
I wouldn't call her teeny tiny, actually. She's like 30 pounds.
I said teeny tiny.
She's just teeny tiny in spirit.
Spirit and energy.
Actually, she's very large in spirit.
What is her name, please?
Pepper.
Pepper?
Yes.
Is she an integral part of the writing process?
Honestly, yeah. She has a whole bed set up under my desk with like pillows and blankets and everything. Mm-hmm. And anytime she hears the clickety clack of the keyboard, she's like, nap.
This is correct.
Yeah.
I like that for her it's calming, whereas I imagine for you it might be a semi-stressful experience.
Well, actually, if I'm hearing the clickety clack, that means I'm actually getting the words. So that's a good sign.
Oh, the flow is there.
Yeah.
When you first sat down and started working on Red, White, and Royal Blue, did you know that you were going to set the internet aflame?
Absolutely not. I really was only setting myself aflame. And I was kind of just doing it for love of the game. And fortunately, when you love the game, I think a lot of people love you and love what you're writing. And I think that joy is really infectious.
When I think of your books, I think of really, really high drama that translates into a lot of really authentic joy. How do you balance those two things at the same time?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think that's life, isn't it? I feel like all of the funniest moments of my life have happened at the same time as the worst moments of my life, because that's just the way that life shakes out sometimes. But I think there's always, when you're doing a rom-com, to me, it's always important to not forget the calm in the rom-com. I don't know. I watch a lot of Drag Race, and every time they're doing the Snatch Game, I just imagine RuPaul like circling my station like a shark, going, "Where are the jokes? Where are the
Where
jokes?
are the jokes?
Okay, but where are the jokes?" And so that, I feel like maybe it's just like my inner saboteur really forcing me to make sure I don't get too sad or too funny at the same. Yeah.
You evoked Drag Race, so I simply have to chase you down this rabbit hole a little bit. If you were to do Snatch Game, who would you perform as?
Oh my God, I feel like Joe Dirt.
Oh my God, Casey!
I think I would be Joe Dirt.
Please, internet, let's make this happen.
Yeah.
And which of your characters would you most like to see someone else perform on Snatch Game?
Oh my God.
What an honor.
I mean, I feel like Henry would be such a good Snatch Game character.
Yeah.
You know, just like, I don't know which, I mean, I don't even want to say which queen I want to play him, because there's too many good options, but I think he would be great.
And we certainly don't know who's to come in the future.
But although honestly, also like Ellen Claremont, but specifically like as played by Uma Thurman with the accent, would be a really good Snatch Game character.
My God, another free idea for everybody who's coming to future seasons of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah.
You also are really good at mixing genres and touching different genres like politics, YA, sci-fi, time travel.
Yeah.
Which genre are you going to throw into the blender with romance next?
Fantasy.
Tell me more.
Definitely. The thing I'm working on right now has a lot of fantasy elements. I'm very much into like I was a Tolkien kid. I grew up on Tolkien. That's kind of like home sweet home for me. And so there's going to be a hot lady with a sword in my next book. You know, I can't say too much more than that, but definitely fantasy is going to be the next thing I want to play with.
Oh, I love that so much, and everyone's just imagining you telling Éowyn's love story.
Basically, yeah.
So I would love to ask you to settle the record for everybody, you know, for myself, for Alex, for Henry, for everyone in the Popverse. Is Return of the Jedi a good movie?
That's such like a loaded question. It is a question.
It's only between us and the whole
internet. Like in the halls of pop culture, there is no consensus on this. I think it's a good movie. I don't know if it's a great movie.
I think that's very fair of you.
I think that Empire is better.
Yeah.
It just is. And I think we all know that, and we don't need to pretend we don't know that. I feel like, respectfully, the Ewoks, we love the Ewoks. Of
course we do.
Ewoks are great. They don't hit the same as it's not hitting the same as Hoth.
Yeah.
It's just not. I'm sorry.
Or cutting someone's hand off.
Yeah.
And the reveal at the end.
I mean, talking about balancing your levity with your darkness, you know. I mean, really, we need to be in the swamps of Dagobah.
Yes.
You know?
Oh my gosh. Who do we need to hunt down to have you write a Star Wars?
Look, don't threaten me with a good time. But I don't think anybody wants me to write the Star Wars I would write, which is like a prequel about Leia as a teenager being gay.
No, I think we all want that. I think you mean that's the book we've been waiting our whole lives for.
Yeah.
Leia kissed a girl and she liked it.
Yes.
Correct.
Well, I mean, like the whole character, we don't need to get down that rabbit hole, but anyway.
Well, we can pin it for BookCon 2027.
Pin it later, yeah.
Speaking of teenagers, now I didn't ask you if it was Shara or Shara, and the internet
It's
says
Shara.
the wrong things all the time.
I know.
I Kissed Shara Wheeler is a step for you into the world of YA. It's a little less peppers maybe than some of your other work. How did you approach like restraining yourself for that type of storytelling?
I mean, it's hard, but it was hard because I had to learn to lean on other things to create conflict and tension and release of tension in the book. But it's also YA is such a great genre to have to restrain yourself in, because for me at least, a lot of being a teenager was about not getting what you want. And
same friend,
yeah,
same.
I mean, like some of us didn't get action in high school, and that's okay.
And that's how you become a beloved author on Goodreads.
But also, yes, but also the thing about it is that when you are a teenager, everything feels so elevated and so high stakes. So even just like, oh my God, are we holding hands for the first time feels like the most insane, intense, passionate moment of your life, like when you're 15 or 16. So it's kind of about chasing those highs and letting those smaller moments of physicality speak all of these many volumes that you can't speak with other stuff.
Mean as much as a romp in a horse barn, for example.
Yeah, for example.
Not pulling anything specific.
Yeah, just off the dome, you know.
You have proclaimed yourself a lover of tropes.
Yes.
Why is enemies to lovers the best trope?
I mean, it's an eternal conflict engine. I mean, I think it's really sometimes hard to get invested in a love story if it's too easy for them. And there needs to be something pulling them apart, and it could be circumstance, but it's always kind of sexy and fun and delicious if it is each other.
Delicious.
You know, I think that when two people are almost at war with themselves over whether or not they should be together, that's so complex and so interesting and so much fun.
Nice. And lastly but not leastly, because here in the Popverse we celebrate the best in TV, movies, and comics.
Yes.
And books. What are you enjoying right now that you're not working on? Like, what are you,
I
guess no romantasy. What are you geeking out about?
Oh my God. Well, I just finished the new season of The Pit, as just like everyone else in the world.
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously, I loved it. And then what else am I geeking out about lately? I've been playing a lot of, I'm always playing Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
It's like I'm never not playing Baldur's Gate 3.
Who are you romancing?
Well, it's a difficult question because I always have like more than one campaign going. So I have one where I'm romancing Karlak, and I have one where I'm romancing Astarion, and like those are really my main two, because those are my like types, you know.
Telling on yourself a little bit.
But I've definitely I've tried them all. I've dabbled in them all, you know. But I do keep coming, and I mean, like I've done an origin run as Shadowheart, so like that's a whole other can of worms. And I was like, as Shadowheart, I want to romance Karlak because I think that they should kiss. Anyway, you didn't ask that.
But I'm here for it.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
Excellent. Thank you so much for joining us in the Pop Spot today.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me.